Okay, today we're looking at the new Epomaker Split 70. It is a 70% layout split ergonomic mechanical keyboard. Okay, and firstly, I would like to thank Epomaker for sending this keyboard over for review. And based on what I know so far, it is a split mechanical keyboard that supports 3 different modes of connection. So you have wired, via 2.4 GHz dongle, or via Bluetooth. Okay, and so we'll take a look at the box first. So it advertises split layout, hot swap, the 3 modes of connectivity, RGB, and it is VIA supported, so you can change your key mapping. So if you want to rebind certain keys, I believe there are 4 macro keys on the side here, and it also supports a programmable knob, hopefully. So this is the, I guess, the front of the box. Okay, and when we move to the rear, okay, let's see what it says here. Not too much information about the board itself. It's a Split 70. Okay, so these are more explanation of what it does. So it's the VIA compatibility, and there's a knob and function keys. Okay, at the side here, not sure if you can see. So it says 71 keys, made of ABS plastic, polycarbonate plate material, the plate mounted stabilizers, and hot swap, so you can put in 3-pin or 5-pin if you want to change out the switches. Your 3 different modes of connectivity, and telling you the polling rate. Yeah. So let's see if there's anything. And that's about it. Okay, so let's open it up. Okay, so we have the splits itself. Okay, let's take it out. Okay, we have a, I guess it's a quick start guide. What's that? Okay, a quick start guide. This is the instruction manual. Okay, I'll see if I can let the camera pick it up. You guys want to scan that? Yeah. Okay. What else do we have? Okay. So you have the switch puller and keycap puller. 3 extra switches. 3 keycaps. I believe these are for the Mac OS because they have the command and option text on them. Not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up. And we have the cable for you to connect to your computer. So you have a USB-A on one end and USB-C. And we have a C to C cable, so this is for connecting the 2 halves of the keyboard. And that's about it inside the box. Let's put it aside. Okay. So this is the quick start guide. We have our manual here. Okay, so what it does is just telling you the shortcuts that are on the keyboard itself. So like, let's say you press function and backspace will reset the keyboard to factory setting. Function and R will hold to rematch the 2.4 GHz receiver. Okay, let me see if I can make this clearer. So yeah, this the quick start. And they're all in different languages, so you can refer to the language that you need. There's Chinese, Japanese, Korean, I believe. Yep. So that's it for the quick start guide. So the cable itself, the split interconnect, the 3 switches. So I believe these are what Epomaker calls the Wisteria Linear V2 switch. Okay, so about the switch itself, let me see. Okay, so they claim it's a linear switch that has been pre-lubed at the factory. So it has a trigger force of 45 grams and a bottom out force of 62 grams, with 2 millimeters of pre-travel and 3.6 millimeters of total travel, and it's rated for 5 million clicks. I guess it says 5, the lifespan is 5 million. And it has, okay, I'm not too sure if you can see this properly, but it has the Epomaker branding on it. Yeah. I'm not sure if this can pick up any sound. It's quite soft, it's a linear switch. Has a RGB diffuser as well. Though I'm not too sure if the keycap itself has shine through. Let's see. These are the macOS keycaps, which we won't be needing. And we have a switch puller. Okay, let's put this aside. Okay, let's take a look at the keyboard itself. Okay, and so if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll know that I've actually used a few different ergonomic keyboards before. So okay, let's see. And before I set everything up, let's see how it sounds by default. So I'm not sure if the microphone can pick this up. Okay, so the key feature obviously is the split, so you can detach it to keep your shoulders open, or if you want to put it together to use it as like a normal keyboard, or if you are tight of not enough space on your table, you can put it together. And one thing I discovered is that there's actually a magnet along, I'm not too sure which side, but you can actually connect it magnetically. So if you see, you can just pull the keyboard along with you. Yeah. So of course the how I say traditional keyboards, like those keyboards that are, you know, your standard keyboards, they kind of force your hands together, and especially if you have it like a lot nearer to your body, you notice that your arm itself kind of is that called pronation? I'm not so sure the exact term, but essentially this is not so good over time. So what you want to have is a keyboard that actually allows you to have your arms at a more relaxed and natural position. So something like this. Ideally, it should be about shoulder width apart. That's the easiest way to measure. Okay, and I guess we will be... Oh, I should take a look at the keycaps first. So I'm not too sure what profile of keys these are, but they look like cherry profiles. Yeah, these are cherry profile keycaps. I can't tell if they are shine through or not, but let's connect and see the RGB for ourselves. Okay, so okay, I hope they didn't put the okay, wait, I just discovered this. So I believe you have the interconnect port, so this will be connecting from one half to the other half. You have a toggle switch here, so you can switch between the USB cable, dongle, or Bluetooth. So this is a, yeah, I'm really glad they actually have this slot for your USB receiver, because some wireless peripherals, they do not come with a dedicated slot for storing your dongle, so you have to like throw it in your backpack or somewhere, it may get lost afterwards. So okay, let's test it out first with the wired mode. So for me, I guess I am a sucker for higher polling rate. That's why I don't really like Bluetooth, because of their 125 Hz polling rate. If I must use wireless, I would prefer to have a 2.4 GHz dongle that allows me to get the maximum polling rate available. Now, whether as to I can tell the difference between 1,000 Hz polling rate or something even higher, like you have peripherals that have 4,000 or 8,000 polling rate. I don't think I can notice the difference. I mean, I don't play super competitive games, but if you're talking about 125 to 1,000, I think I could probably notice the difference, especially if it's a mouse. So let me just connect this. Okay, so it is connected. Not too sure if you can see the RGB. Yeah, so okay. We have the RGB. Let's see if it works. Okay, it works. Okay, and now we'll check out the configuration software. So you can go to use via.app or something like that, I think. Not too sure. So you wanna, oh, it doesn't capture. So you wanna connect it, like, okay, so you wanna connect it. Let's see. Here. Okay, let's see how do we configure this. Do we just load it? Oh, okay. So you can configure your keys to do what you want. It's a different, how do I see the, no, layer, okay. Okay, let's refer to our okay, let's try out the different settings. So function B will do a battery check. So it lights up the 1 to 0 key. I think it's probably 10% for each LED. Okay, function X will turn off or on the light. So obviously if you're running in wireless mode, you may not want to enable the RGB so that you get more battery life. Function tab toggles the backlight effect. So okay, not sure you can see the changes because these are south facing RGB, so they are more towards facing the user rather than That is a lot of effects. Okay. And function with this key will toggle the light strip. Oh, so the LED at the side. You can increase or decrease the speed or brightness, sorry. Okay, so this is on the 0 brightness. This is the lowest brightness, and I think this is the maximum brightness. You can change the speed as well using the left or right arrow keys. And saturation, so this will be, I believe, to lower the saturation. Yep, and this increases the saturation. Okay. Okay, and let's try out a quick typing test. Okay, so we have monkey type here. It's been quite some time since I typed on in QWERTY keyboard, so just okay, let's try this. Oh my god, muscle memory is crazy. Huh. So I guess my muscle memory has been trained that if I type like that, I need to use my own layout. If I type like that, it's probably better. With a QWERTY layout, it's been quite some time since I used QWERTY. So after typing on this for a short while, trying it out, I think this is overall a nice product. It's a good entryway, I guess, into split keyboard. It's relatively affordable. So I think about 115 US dollars as compared to more custom split options that can go up to thousands of dollars. The only thing that I would like to have on this keyboard, I think, would be a palm rest. So something that lets you kind of rest your palms. I'm not too sure. So that your wrist is not kind of doing this when you rest on your table. Of course, you can float. I'm not too used to that. So I think something that lets you kind of keep your hand in a neutral elevation would be good. And that is all I have for this video. Thank you very much for watching.